3 code signs that you are her plan B, gentlemen, and how to flip the script. I'm writing this one because I had a client the other day, man, was chilling with his kids. You know, he was taking them out for ice cream and just chilling with them. And then he gets a call from an ex of his. And the ex is like, hey, can I come along? And he took her along. It wasn't a date. It was like he was a Tampax. He spent the whole time listening to her, complaining about her problems, trying to extort money out of the guy, because in her mind, everything he did before she broke up with him made her think that she can still extort money out of him. And that's why we got to talk about this. Because right now, gentlemen, there is a woman in your life who texts you at midnight, but never at noon. She calls you when she's lonely, but disappears when she's happy, okay? She needs you when she's uncertain, but forgets about the things when everything is set up and everything is actually solid. And unfortunately for a lot of you guys out there, you're convinced that this is more. This is a woman that wants to actually date me, a woman that wants to spend time with me. But that's not the truth. This is a woman that sees you as a plan B. See, the thing is, guys, most men don't recognize their plan B until it's actually too late. Because a plan B, gentlemen, doesn't feel like rejection at first. It feels like inconsistency. It feels like you are actually being, she's taking you and comparing you to something else. I mean, and I get it, guys. It feels like she's trying to work through things. She's not sure of herself, but you are either the go-between or her maxi pad for her to make these kind of decisions. And I get it. A lot of you guys tell yourself all the time, maybe, eventually she will settle down. Hopefully when her ex stops talking, okay? Maybe when she's stable or doing anything you possibly can to get her attention. But unfortunately, guys, that day never comes. And because you're not the plan, okay? You're not plan A, but because she sees you actually as plan B, you're just, unfortunately, her backup plan, okay? You're the guy that she reaches out to when all of her plans seem to fail. You're the guy she reaches out to when she realizes there's nothing else to do. I'm hungry, I need a meal, I need something to eat. I want to get a medi-pedi or something like that. And the thing is, I get it, on some level you feel it. You feel that, the way that she actually treats you is like a woman that's not really interested in you, but she uses you. And unfortunately for a lot of young men out there, you lower your standards and your behaviors because an open loop man is always going to accept a plan B role in her life, waiting for her to give him an upgrade, hoping that if he's just patient enough, okay? If you are just available, if you understand that she is going to realize and have this weird epiphany and realize that you are actually the guy, and it doesn't happen that way, okay? She's not going to upgrade you from a plan B, okay? Because plan B is the guy that never turns her on and never turns her out. And this is why when you got to learn the game as a closed loop, because once you are a closed loop, you are going to figure something out. You are not a plan B to any woman at all. You're not her Tampax or anything. And that's what we're actually going to talk about today. Because many of you guys out there have this idea or this thought behind that just because a woman reaches out to you means that she's interested in you. And that's not really interest, guys. Women don't move that way who they're actually interested in. There are the guys that she talks to because, I'm sorry. I thought I was turning the wrong way. They're the guys that she talks to because she can talk to guys and get away with this. And then there's a guy she knows she can't talk to, the man that stands on this square. And that's what I want y'all to talk about. Really we want to talk about, because I want you guys just to think about the last time you were with a woman, okay? You were with a woman. Hold on, give me a second. Make sure I don't get hit. The last time you were with a woman and you felt like something was off. I mean, not really wrong, but something actually off, okay? It was like that, the two of you were actually chopping it up, but something was going on in you, but it just actually felt like, what's going on here? And you know what? You probably didn't say anything about it. You felt it, but unfortunately you ignored the thing that you felt. You knew. Something inside of you clicked, but you just didn't move on that thing, and that's what we're going to talk about. And what's so hard about being a plan B, it's not a woman actually being cruel to you guys, okay? She's not being cruel, she's not being mean or anything like that. She is only going to move the way you allow her to move with you. So she's just waiting for you to make any kind of a dominant move to show her this is how you operate, keyword, around me. That's the keyword, how you operate around me. And that's what we're going to talk about today and discuss, because many of you guys out here don't know the rules of the game when it comes to being a plan B. But not only am I going to tell you what women are going to do to you guys, I'm also going to show you how to flip that script. Because I don't listen, gentlemen, I do not, no matter what, I don't want women to use you. I don't want women to dog you out. I don't want women to actually mistreat you. That's not cool. You're not that guy. So we're going to talk about that, okay? We're going to discuss some of the things that women are going to do and what you need to start doing when they start doing that. Because it's time that you got to start realizing, how can I begin the process of closing the loop instead of just chit-chatting with a woman about a bunch of nothing, like we're having a Tampax conversation. As a man, one thought, one mind, one way. We just don't do that with women. That's not the game, gentlemen, all right? So that's what we're going to talk about, okay? Because a lot of people out here don't understand, man. If you're actually honest with yourself right now, you examine the woman that treats you this kind of way. And what separates a man that is actually going to be a plan A from a plan B is not your words, it's your actions. It's how you move. Because every woman that you run into is going to move a certain way and do a certain thing. So it's really important that you have to figure out, where am I at in the construct of things? And how am I going to handle a woman that decides that she's going to take my kindness for weakness and walk all over me, or just use me and chit chat with me about a bunch of nothing? And I want you guys, there's nothing wrong to talking to women that you are sexually attracted to and you want to get intimate with. But if all you're doing is talking to a woman and y'all are chit-chatting and she's not pulling out any time to have a little bit of one-on-one masturbation time with you, she's not trying to, go live with you and, watch you shower, something to say that, yes, I will spend this percentage amount of time to talk to you, but I do want to get intimate with you. I either want to see you if she can see you, or if I can't see you, why don't you call me up later on? I'm horny. I want to touch myself, and I want you to talk to me while I play with myself. That's totally different. That is okay. But if a woman is just doing the things that we're going to talk about, man, you gotta have to go ahead and check her at the door, all right? So the first sign, gentlemen, is what you call the validation loop, okay? So the validation loop, guys, is when she reaches out to you when she needs something from you. Kind of like the guy I told you in the first conversation we had, all right? You're just either an emotional boost or a listening ear. Somebody that's going to tell her she's beautiful, someone that's going to validate her right decisions, and someone that's going to try to make her happy. Guys, if you understand in the comments what I'm saying, put in the chat, I'm tired of trying to make women happy and get nothing out of it, or put 100 in the comments, all right? And then all of a sudden, when she's actually living her life and have something to do, it's just like she disappears. Like, it's like she evaporates from thin air. It's like, what's going on? I mean, I don't understand. I thought we were moving towards something, okay? Well, I'm going to tell you how to flip the script, okay? Because at the end of the day, gentlemen, never, ever allow a woman to use you as a validation dispenser. The moment she reaches out to you, the moment she begins to feel like, I'm just going to talk to you because I need somebody supportive, you got to charge her to the game and just leave her alone. I'm not your support system, but I can be a person to talk to you. But if we're just chatting and we're not talking, then what am I here for? I get it. Sometimes women want to talk, and sometimes women want to discuss things. That's cool. But if we're not talking anything on a sexual level within that, then I'm just going to charge it to the game. I'm just going to move on, and I'm going to leave her alone because I'm not wasting my time having a Tampax conversation, all right? I am not her therapist. I'm not. And I'm not her emotional tampon, okay? So, listen, if she wants to talk to me about certain things, guys, I'm not saying that it has to be sexual all the time. I'm saying there's got to be a time where there's talk and there's play. So if you're not getting that, and listen, she has every right not to give it to you, but you got every right to demand it. Because I'm not here just to be your therapist. I'm here to give you a little bit of therapeutic, tapping on that ass, if you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. The second sign is when she has the audacity to start either talking to you about other men or bringing up other men, where she references an ex or some other guy. Gentlemen, you have got to nip this in the bud when she pops off the first time she says something about a guy. Because what she's saying to you that you don't understand is that I like you, I want to keep you at an arm's distance, because the only way I can do that is let you know there's other men that's going to exist to kind of throw you off of the scent, to make you feel like, oh my God, she brings up another guy, so she's going to bring up competition. Sometimes women know how to create competition, guys. And sometimes you have to recognize, is she trying to create competition? And 9 times out of 10, a woman is actually trying to create competition with you. So what do you do to flip the script? The moment it happens, okay, you have to check the disrespect at the door. Not with anger, but with clarity. I remember so long ago, I was talking to this one joint, and she thought I was a human, and she thought she could bring up another guy. And I simply told her, don't ever disrespect me like that again and bring up another guy. I'm not here to listen to you talk about other guys. And because of that, I told her, you know what? We'll go ahead and let you go. You take care of yourself. And guess what? She called back later on that day and said, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And I won't happen again. You see that, guys? That's checking it at the door. All right? That's checking it at the door. One simple statement. No debate. No discussion. You are just communicating something critical. That you will not disrespect me by bringing up another guy, okay? That's not happening, okay? All right? Because the consequences are always going to come through your behavior and not your words. It is cool because, like they say, I'm quick to just walk away, become distant, and take away my availability because I'm not wasting my time, okay? And when you do that, guys, I'm not running away from her. I'm not blocking her. She just doesn't get any more of me. And that communication is more powerful, gentlemen, because women are used to men moving that way, okay? Let's get to the last one. The last one is when she, as I told you before, her bringing up another man is one thing, man, and we can't allow, as I said before, we can't allow women to do that, okay? All right, we can't allow her to do that. We can't allow her to feel that she can either talk to you. The third one is her bringing up her financial situations, not as you being her financial advisor. She's talking to you like you're her ATM. Oh, I'm out of money. Oh, I've got a bill to pay. Oh, something like this or something like that. What's very important in the game, that what you have to do as a man, one thought, one mind, one way, is you have got to be able to nip disrespect in the bud. Listen, women are going to come to you all the time when they have issues and problems, but you're not her ATM machine, and you're not her bank account where you do that. When a woman has problems, you just talk to her. And I love doing that. If a woman has problems, well, let me see what you're spending, and maybe together we can kind of figure out a plan that you could come up with so you can save money. But I'm not here to take care of a woman, especially a woman that's not on my team, man. And what I'm saying to you guys out there, this is not about taking care of and all that other stuff. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, that I want a woman to be financially stable and balanced around me, but realize that being with me, she's got to actually put some work in, okay? And I don't mind listening, but as I said before, I'm not your emotional tampon. I'm not that guy. So what you need to understand, gentlemen, about a plan B, it's not something that actually happens to you. It's something that you accept, okay? And it's a choice that you make every time, okay? Every time you start to lower your standards, and every time you wait for her to upgrade you, you are always going to put yourself in a situation where she can use you, okay? Guys, this is why a closed loop is so important. Because when you're a closed loop, I'm not going to sit here and negotiate who I am. I'm going to act on it immediately, man. I am not wasting my time. And and women that really learn me and know me like they should learn you, know that if I don't hear from him, it's not that he's mad at me. He's not mad at me, okay? I don't have enough weight to make him mad at me. I'm never mad at anybody. It's just that I don't want to just talk about talking to someone I'm sexually attracted to. That doesn't make sense to me. I keep telling you guys, there is nothing wrong being sexually attracted to a woman, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to get to know a woman in an intimate way. But what is wrong here is when she knows what's up. And I don't mind talking to a woman, guys. I don't mind that. But if we're not going towards intimacy and orgasms, I'm wasting my time. She doesn't have to give me orgasms, and she doesn't have to be intimate with me. But I don't have to give her my time. The moment, gentlemen, you guys stop being available, and the moment you start to realize your value and worth, is when you're going to change everything up. And that's when a woman is going to realize, I can't use you anymore to be my plan A. My plan B. If I call you, yes, I can talk to you about things that's on my mind. If I call you, yes, we can discuss things that weigh on me. But I'm not just calling you for that. I'm going to call you to get more intimate with you, because there has to be a balance, gentlemen. Stop accepting an imbalance from women and realize your value and realize your worth. When you can realize your value and worth, man, everything is going to change, gentlemen. That's the problem, all right? All right? And it's not because I'm not here to play any games. And I will say this real quick to you guys one last time. Nothing wrong with being sexually attracted to her. Nothing wrong with wanting to get to know her in an intimate way. Nothing wrong with talking to her. But if all we're doing is chit-chatting and we're not getting intimate or sexual, knowing that's where I want to go, then I'm going to remove myself, because I don't want to waste my time. Gentlemen, if you understand what I'm talking about, put 100 in the comments and let me know, okay? Until we talk again, guys, take care. I got you.